So if you have any questions, anything you would like to discuss, you are welcome to unmute yourself, and also in the reactions icon at the bottom of the screen, you can raise your hand if you would like. Any questions? Hello, Mina.
Hello, Magdi. Thank you so much for this beautiful meditation and for the beautiful inputs. And I wanted to share, my father passed away 3 weeks ago. And I know we speak so much about that we are not the body, and but although something in me knows that, I was very touched about. And he was old. He nearly was 96 years old. But it showed me this passing away of this dream story. You know, it put me in this seeing that how long this dream may be. It is a dream, and it's like it has started. It will be over, and also to look inside and to realize really what we are and with what we are not. And then came this moment when I had to delete him from my mobile, you know, because I couldn't call him anymore. But then I realized that I also couldn't speak with him when he was alive, because he didn't hear what I had to say about this truth and about, yes. I wanted to share that because it was, it worked inside, and it is working now also. Yes. Because we have my sister and my brothers, we have to go in the house. Saturday, we have to take the things or from him, and yes, it's, yes.
Yeah, this dream is in an instant form. It's
yes, you know, this showed me that my sister told me they found him after he entered in the door with the sack with the grapes that he has bought, and he had the sack, the bag in his hand with these grapes inside. And this is, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but this was really the instant he wanted to come home and to eat these grapes, and path, the dream was over.
Yes. No, this dream is not about the dream, but about the dreamer. Like the images on the screen When you look at the images on the screen, you're actually looking at the screen. That which is permanent, that which is not moving. And the dreamer is not on the screen. The dreamer is beyond the screen and perceives various images, thoughts. We know the dreamer as love. What you love in your father is not in his body, his thoughts, his stories. You love the reality of your father. The beingness which your father is. Which is your beingness and the being of everyone and everything. What you love is that which is beyond the mind, that unknown, that love itself, love itself. It takes on the form of your father, your mother, your friends, your neighbor, the grocer at the grocery store. And that does not die. Love does not die. And life and death are our ongoing experience. Every moment there is life and death. The thought appears to you and disappears to you. The sensation appears and disappears in a flash. One day the body is 30 years old. Next moment, it's 50 years old. And time is just a memory, a thought, images. While our reality is timeless. Time is an impression, an image on the screen, a narrative. But we are beyond time. We are not in time. Time appears to you like an image, a memory of your father. We are not in time. We are not going anywhere. And in this life, there is this tremendous gift, this tremendous opportunity to understand, understanding about truth, about reality, the understanding about love, about beauty, about consciousness, about that which is unborn. This understanding is never lost. Love is never lost. We are never apart. We never leave each other. And we never go anywhere. Like Ramana Maharshi, as his body was passing, his friends told him, please don't go. And he said, where would I go? All is well. Conscience. Hello, Satyani.
Thank you, Magdi. And I just wanted to say to Mina, sending you love and light, having lost both of my parents. I feel you, even though it was many years ago. And this grief is just another manifestation of the love, and how beautiful that you and your father loved so deeply. So, Magdi, we've been exchanging some ideas about the recent war brewing. I don't really want to get into the politics of it, but what has really, I mean, I already knew this, just a little background. I'm from New York and New Jersey, where there are more Jews than there are in Israel. So I'm very familiar with a lot of the sentiments that we hear in the mainstream. And how could we practice with this? Because obviously we can't change others. But how can we practice with these realizations of biases that are fueled by the ego? You know, the ego wanting to pump itself up by oppressing others. And if a bias is even revealed in my own mind, because that's the only place that I can effect any sort of transformation in my heart mind. When we realize that biases are rising, how can we work with them to practice and transform them, to recognize that love energy?
I mean, most often we don't notice, we don't see our blind spots. You know, we don't see a bias, which is so identified. So then we just in the argumentation. But once there is a certain doubt, a certain questioning about our opinion, our belief, our feelings, already there's been a turnaround. But as soon as there is some sort of doubt or questioning, it's already, the wheels are turning. The interest in truth, the interest in love, the interest in awakening comes from God, comes to us. The mind may say it's because of this or because of that, which is the mind is attributing causality and having a narrative. That's okay. That's what the mind does. But it just comes to us, this question about what is going on. What is my contribution? What am I doing? What are these thoughts and beliefs? What is this inner turmoil? Can I perceive clearly from a place of inner turmoil? Can I perceive clearly from any form of identification, limited identity, is that amenable to a global viewing, to an understanding that allows, peace and friendship and love. There are some questions that arise to us about ourselves, about what we imagine ourselves to be, our beliefs. Questions about why we suffer. Why is there suffering? Why do I suffer? Why is there suffering in the world? And God can shed light onto the mind and whisper to us that the answer is not in the mind. The answer is in the heart. The answer is in me. Not in my conditioned mind, his conditioned mind, her conditioned mind. They're also different. But there is something which is not different among all of us. Is that which unites us, that which we are. Which is beyond words. It's love, it's truth, it's freedom, it's beauty, it's the universal wisdom that we all have, veiled by our conditioning, the conditioning of the mind. Where do we connect? What is our connection? What is it that we share intimately? That's beyond words. But it's the most beautiful thing. Just to follow that direction, to allow this direction to guide us. And there is infinite power to love. We don't know at the mind level what is the impact of one moment of questioning within ourselves. One moment of pause and reflection. What impact it has on the totality and the whole, we don't know. At some point, we can't do anything else but pause and question, reflect. We invite ourselves and invite whoever wants to participate. Allowing the light to shine without channeling it through the mind, without channeling it through what I am, what you are. I have been expressing my outrage at what is going on, but trying my best not to be partisan to any side. And this situation ongoing right now in the Middle East, in Palestine, and Israel. You got 10 times worse situations going on right now in other parts of the world. You look at Sudan, I mean, it doesn't even compare. But somehow, this particular situation in the Middle East is calling everybody's attention. Okay, so let's use this opportunity. Let's use this opportunity to speak about love and peace and friendship and understanding and coexistence. And in some way, maybe that's what will help Sudan. Maybe that's what will help Armenia. I don't know. But above all, to come from that place where we are not separate, that place where we are one, to come from that place, to somehow allow that place to speak. And to step back when you notice that, okay, it's becoming thorny, or it's not about that. It's not about winning an argument. No. It's an invitation, maybe even a challenge or an opportunity for each one of us. And we respond in various ways. How do I respond? What am I? How am I perceiving? From what position am I perceiving? Is there identification? Am I perceiving a separate other? I'm right, they're wrong, they're right, I'm wrong. Is that what's going on? We're always holding hands. We're always holding hands. We're communicating to each other in the silence, in the presence. We are touching each other at a deep level. You say, I'm sorry when I realize, oh boy, I'm wrong. I didn't understand. This other person is saying or sharing with me. Humility. not to be identified. You know, sometimes in your non-dual teaching, you said that it's very scary to be no one. We need to be somebody. We need to be somebody to sort of feel that we're somebody, something to hold on to. And yet it's more true that we are nobody. We are the same nobodiness, same nobody. The same openness. You know? It's a sort of availability to the unknown. So you live on the East Coast of the US, is that?
Myself?
Yes.
Yes, I'm still in Northern Virginia.
Oh, Northern Virginia, yes, okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Fairfax County.
Yes.
As you were, I believe.
Yes. Moved away from although the winters are not too bad out there. I lived upstate New York for many years, way back when. And that was right.
I'm from New York City, and I try to stay.
Yeah.
I don't go further north in the winter.
Yeah, right. I spent 12 years in New York City too. I really enjoyed being in New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You know, way back when. But one thing that I enjoyed upstate New York was how quiet.
Yes.
The winter, the quietness when there's snow, is some and the walking at night when there is after a snowstorm, the snow glitters at night. You know, from I guess the moon, or it's like glittering. So you're walking on this glittering earth.
I bet Nina knows that in Switzerland too.
Yes.
Right.
Here, all snow is glittering.
I used to go to retreats in Springwater, New York, not too far from Rochester, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there the winters are really very serious. Going for walks in nature in the winter is the crunch, there is the crisp air and the crunch of the snow under your feet. There's something about that which resonated for me. But I'm enjoying Southern California, I have to confess.
Look at George. Maybe he left his body.
No, he once in a while falls asleep.
Oh, George, yes. Resting.
I wasn't sure if it is more or more.
I saw him move a little bit. He's still there.
put a pillow behind his head,
I just wanted to share how beautiful it is to be here and gratitude. Some weeks ago, my daughter has 3 guinea pigs, like little, and one of them died
Mhm.
over several hours. I was lying with it. Sorry, there's just an airplane right now. The guinea pig was very weak, and I was lying on the sofa and had it on my chest, and I was just petting it, maybe for an hour or so. It was a very beautiful moment.
Mhm.
And at one point, I could just feel the heart stop beating.
Mhm.
And I just allowed myself the luxury of having some emotion. And it was so sad. I mean, I cried and it was so beautiful on one level, but
Mhm.
it's just a little guinea pig, but it touched me so, and it's so wonderful. It's so good to be sensitive, and it's so good to just feel, not to be stuck in the mind. And
Yeah.
life is quite amazing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Mhm.
How was your
It doesn't need,
daughter? How was your daughter with losing her guinea pig?
she had no problem. She was good.
Mhm. Yeah, years ago, I had a cat. It, it had a limp, some limp, I don't know. But yeah, I was very fond of the cat. And it couldn't clean itself. You know how cats they clean it. It couldn't do that. So I would have these lumps of hair in the back, and I would brush it, and it just loved being groomed this way. There are good teachers, the animals, our pets.
And it's our love that's reflected in this. And I remember that I saved a very tiny fly from a drink. It was fallen in the drink, and I took it out, and then I watched it how it came back and how it cleaned itself all the time, and the legs and the, what's his name,
Wings.
wings.
Yeah.
And it was so sweet, and I just loved it. And then it flew away, and I felt well. At other times I just kill them because they annoy me. And
Mhm.
but once we really get into it, and we really open and watch, then you could never kill it. And
Yeah.
so you can even love a fly for
Yeah.
itself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's interesting without thinking about it when I'm walking. Sometimes, I'm walking and I about to put the next step down, and I see that, oh, there is an ant there that I may crush it. So I just make a little jump to avoid, you know, but there is no fault in that. There is something that knows that connection, you know. It's one of the ways in which love expresses itself. which is a recognition of the same consciousness, one consciousness, one reality. Well, very lovely to be with you all, and really so beautiful. Holger, nice to see you, and Nina, Satyani, Renate, Renate, and Joanna, Michael, George, George, Nina, Holly, Iman, Eileen, and H, I don't know, hi H, and my sweet Tara. Love you all. Thank you. Very lovely to be with you.